Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillah, today we can gather here to learn math with teacher Tris here. Today we will learn about Math Primary 6. The title is Finding Circumference. But before we start our lesson, let's say Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Okay, thank you for all of you. Okay, before we continue our lesson, you have to take a look at the video first. So you have to really pay attention about our video because this is talk about relationship between the circumference and diameter of circle. Okay, let's enjoy watching this video.
This is pi, but how do we calculate it? First, we'll draw a perfect circle, and then its diameter. If we take the diameter to equal 1 unit, then measuring the circumference will give us pi. In school we learned that pi is equal to the circumference over the diameter. So we'll take a look at the circle again. And we have a diameter of 1. And measuring the circumference is 3.14159 and so on, which is equal to pi. Now we can take any size circle and measure their circumference diameter ratio. And we see that we always get the constant pi. Regardless of size, pi is going to be the constant of any circle that exists.
Do you know that the value of pi equal 3.14 or 22/7? Okay, don't forget, you have to remember before. And then after this, we will continue our second video. You have to take a look our video. Let's take a look.
Pi r squared gives you the area of a circle. But where does pi r squared come from? First, we'll draw a circle and fill in its area. Next, we will divide it into large equal parts and arrange them in a rectangular formation. As you can see, it barely resembles a rectangle. So next, we will divide the circle into small equal pieces, and we will arrange them in the same manner. You can see that it appears more like a rectangle. So if we divide the circle into even more smaller pieces, you can see that every time the shape becomes more like a rectangle. So how small must we divide a circle before we can get a perfect rectangle? Well, we can keep on dividing the circle into small, smaller, or the smallest pieces you can make. But the answer is to divide the circle infinitely many times until we cannot distinguish the lines, and eventually the circle can now become a perfect rectangle. So, the area of the circle is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to base times height. The height of the rectangle, as you can see, is the same as the radius, so height is equal to radius. To find the base, we need to look at the circumference of the circle. And when we compare the base and the circumference, we can see that the base is equal to 1/2 the circumference. Remember that the circumference is equal to 2 pi r. When we combine it with 1/2, the 2's cancel out, and base is equal to pi r. So now base times height becomes pi r times r. Combine the r's together and we have pi r squared, which is equal to the area of the rectangle, which is equal to the area of the circle. So pi r squared can be used to calculate the area of any size circle that it.
What do you think about the video? Do you know that area of circle equal area of rectangle? Understand? So, the formula of circumference equal pi times diameter. We can also write the formula of finding the circumference in terms of radius. Circumference equal 2 times pi times radius. Okay, before we find the circumference of circle, we have to know about part of circle. The first is the center of circle. The second is the diameter of circle. After this, the radius of circle. We will take a look at the picture. The first picture is what is the diameter of circle? Okay, the diameter of circle is 10 centimeter. How about the second picture? What is the radius of circle? The radius of circle is 5 centimeter. Next, we will practice together. Find the circumference of circle. But you have to take pi equal 3.14. Okay, take a look at the picture. I ask you, what's the diameter of the circle? Okay, do you know about the diameter of circle? But that is the radius of circle is 11 centimeter. So you can say that diameter equal 2 times radius equal 2 times 11. So the diameter of circle equal 22 centimeter. Don't forget, you have to remember about the formula of circumference equal pi times d. So you can write the circumference equal 3.40 times 22 equal 69.08 centimeter. So, the circumference of a circle equal 69.08 centimeter. How about this one? This is, the picture is a half of circle. So, I ask you, find the perimeter of circle below. The perimeter of circle is also known as the circumference of circle. So, the formula of circumference equal pi times d. Do you know about the diameter of circle? Okay, the diameter is 14. But before we continue, you have to remember the picture is a half of circle. So, you can write a half first. After this, half times pi times d equal. Okay, before we do, don't forget, you have to make a simple form because this is make easier to count. Okay, 2 divided by 2, 1, 22 divided 2, 11. And then 7 divided by 7, 1, and then 14 divided by 7, 2. So the answer is 11 times 2 equal 22 centimeter. So the answer is the perimeter of circle equal 22 centimeter. Okay, this is enough from teacher Tris. You may practice at home. Okay, that's all from me. We have learned about finding circumference, and then I hope All of you can practice at home and you will improve your score. Okay, let's close our lesson by reciting Hamdalah together. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget, like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget, share to your friend. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi